Just like not move at all. Like it'd be like perfect.
It's gonna be hard for me to do.
Welcome back to the Queen's Jinx channel. I appreciate everybody coming back today. We are here today for our next installment of the Queen's Brûlant, the Canadian Premier League prediction show. And I have been on an absolute roll, but I did unfortunately suffer my first loss last week. Thank you, FC Edmonton. I did not understand why you take out your best striker when you're down a goal, but apparently I'm not on my own because a lot of people I read on Twitter or that I read on Twitter did not see that either. But either way, I'm still making very good ground, picking some great picks on this show. So we're just gonna get right into it with the three games that start today. And I do apologize for getting this out a little bit late. I did not know the games were today. I thought they were tomorrow. But first up, we've got Atletico Ottawa and HFX Wanderers. Halifax has won 3 of the past 4 games, and this is a pretty big, prolific goal-scoring matchup. As you have Shaw, who's in second for Ottawa, who's in second for the Golden Boot race, and then you got Morelli, who's in first for the Golden Boot race with 12. And this is basically, just, in my opinion, this is going to be whose defense gives up whose defense gives up more goals. I mean, I know it's the same thing for every game, but I think it's going to be who makes the most mistakes on defense. And Atletico has looked very good, and I did get a little bit of I don't want to say, I wouldn't say pushback for picking Atletico to beat Calvary last week, and they did, by the way. So I think their luck is going to run out here because I think Halifax is just playing too much like a team. They look like a legit squad when they're on the pitch together. So I'm going to take Halifax in this one. Plus they're the home team and they play very good at home. The crowd always seems amazing. So I'm going to go with Halifax in this one. Second game of the day is Pacific FC and Valor, and Pacific FC does seem to be slowing down a little bit. It was a very good last game. I think it ended up 3-2 with Pacific winning or Valor winning. I'm not sure, but it ended up having a lot of goals scored. And Valor is the home team. Valor's just been on that crazy losing streak. I don't think they've won since mid to late August. So I think Valor's the perfect opponent for Pacific to get going again. So I've got Pacific winning this game. Although I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout or a complete goal-scoring fiesta like the last game. So next, our last game of the day is going to be the Alberta rivalry. I'm not sure what the correct term is for that because I'm not from Edmonton or Calgary, but I do know that in terms of sports, this is going to be a derby. So we've got FC Edmonton, obviously, in Calgary, and this is always a good game, especially the past few games they played each other. I do think Alan Koch and FC Edmonton is going to be looking for a little bit of revenge after that last game with the questionable decisions, and I think they're going to be on their A game, the coaching staff, and I do think FC Edmonton is going to pull this game out, although I think it's going to be a complete fist fight to the very end. I expect something like 2-1, maybe even a stoppage time winner for Edmonton. So either way, I definitely think that's a can't miss game. So then we're going to go to Saturday, which we have one game on October 2nd, which is Valor and FC Edmonton. I'm going to go with Valor on this one. I think their losing streak finally ends here. And I think that's going to be because I think FC Edmonton is going to be on a bit of a hangover, winning their Alberta Derby, whatever that's called for locals. I think they're going to be on a tad bit of a hangover, maybe a little bit exhausted after the game. So I think Valor might actually get their first win in a very long time on this game. Plus they're at home. What better way to do it? So then we've got 2 games on October 3rd. The first being York United and Halifax. And York has not lost a game in a very, very long time. And surprisingly, they're low-key the second highest scoring team in the league next to Pacific. And I just have to I can't pick against York until they lose. I'm just going to say it like that. I do think this is going to be a great game, and this might actually be the hardest game to predict out of all the games this full week. But I think York is going to pull it out, maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1, but I think it's going to be close. So then we're going to go on to Atletico Ottawa and Forge. and this is my Brûlant lock of the week. And I just think Forge has been on a team on the rise. You know, they have 2 games on hand, played less than Pacific, and if they win both those games, they're actually would be a first place team right now. So I think Forge is on the rise, and obviously they have the experience, you know, winning back-to-back Canadian Premier League championships. Ottawa has been a hot team, but defense still kind of can be an issue. I don't think it's. I think Ottawa can be a thorn in their side, but I think they're going to win it maybe 3-1, 2-0. But that is my Brûlant lock of the week. And that said, what picks did you agree with? What picks did you not agree with? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got some good content coming up, especially from some North American-based videos coming up soon. So make sure you subscribe. As always, if you like the show, I'm going to be doing this every week as I had the past few weeks. So appreciate your views. Thank you very much for coming today, and good luck to all the teams, and hopefully I picked right. Bye, guys.